Um, I'm not even focused on TikTok no more. To be real with you, I'm streaming right now on YouTube. I'm literally streaming on YouTube. What's up, everybody? Let me get my microphone because I'm tripping. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the first live stream episode of Draw with Dom on YouTube. I've literally never done this before. I was told to do this by a friend. He said, "This is the move right now." Look, a lot of people are doing it. I know I'm not crazy. This is definitely the next thing right now. If y'all are not watching me on YouTube, you need to go watch me on YouTube. I'm gonna be drawing on here. We're talking about artwork. We're talking about the TikTok ban. We're talking about TENPINZ, things I want to do with the manga, all that good stuff. So we'll just go ahead and get into it. I'm honestly surprised to be dual streaming on TikTok right now. No, I'm not surprised. You know why I'm not surprised? Because 3 days before TikTok was banned, I don't know if anybody else saw this on TikTok. 3 days before TikTok was banned, I got a notice on Facebook. And it was like, do you want to link your TikTok account to your Facebook? And I thought that was hella weird. I was like, since when is Facebook and TikTok even a thing? Since when do they work together? The answer is they don't. They don't work together. So I thought that was really weird. It was a couple days before TikTok went out and I'm seeing this new feature on my Facebook. And the overall thing that everyone is thinking right now is Meta owns TikTok. Somebody had just posted today that TikTok is now running off of a Meta server somewhere in the United States. I think it's in like Utah. And for the first time ever, I'm seeing ads in TikTok for Instagram. These two things they're not supposed to cross-contaminate. Hey, what's up, Tom? These two things aren't supposed to even be together. They've always been separate. So once I started seeing that, I was like, yeah, Zuckerberg definitely bought TikTok. You can't tell me he didn't buy TikTok. Yo, what's up? I got two Toms in here, Tom Gamer and Tom Big Money. So I feel like that's definitely what happened. Who's the real Tom though? We got two Toms. Y'all also gotta fight it out to see who's the real Tom. But nah, man, that's crazy. I feel like we kind of got played. I don't think TikTok was ever going to go away. I think it was just a way to reset for Meta to have control and for Meta to have control. Like there was just really no I just don't ever think it was supposed to go away. I'm trying to decide what I want to draw. I think I want to do this smiley face, this upside down one. It said, no, I'm real. No, you aren't. I'm real. We got two Toms in the chat and they're fighting for position to see who's the real Tom. He said, he said, I'm real. I'm the real Tom. Are you the real Tom? How can you prove that you're the real Tom and not the other one? What is the proof? You sound real, little bro. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough to convince everybody that you're the real Tom. He said, I'm real. I have a channel. He don't. Hey, if that's all it takes to be the real Tom, you might got it. Ah, see? He said he also has a channel. We got multiple times in the chat. But yeah, man. TikTok is, it's crazy that this happened with TikTok. I don't really know how I feel about it. I've always been on the side of like banning it just because I don't think it's a good idea. Not because, not for any other reason than I think the content on TikTok is very bad for your brain. Like most things. Okay, the Toms have agreed to hug it out. They decided that they're both going to be Toms and they're on the same page. But he's a and one of them said, "I'm the real Tom though." What's going on? We're gonna have to rename this stream. Who's the real Tom? But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about TikTok anymore. It's weird. And I think everybody else feels that it's weird too. I think everyone else thinks that it's weird that it's back. It was supposed to get banned for good. It was supposed to get banned at midnight. That didn't happen. And it was supposed to get banned for good, and that didn't happen. So it's like, what was the point? What was the point if it wasn't like a setup to do some sneaky stuff? I think it was just a setup to change the servers and not have everybody notice at the same time on the app, like, oh shoot, TikTok is owned by Meta now. I feel like that's what it was. Like, we got to reset all of our servers, get Meta on here. They implemented all those ads. They have like the new features all of a sudden. Like, come on, bro. Come on. You didn't tell me you have all these features off rip a couple hours after it comes back online? No. You were planning it. You were planning it the whole time. If you guys are over here on TikTok watching, I'm streaming on YouTube and drawing. So if you guys want to come see what I'm drawing and talk to the people over here on YouTube, we're live on YouTube right now. But I'm working on another piece. I kind of want to do something a little bit more. How do I want to put it? I don't know. I kind of don't even want to stream this on TikTok. I might stream this on my Instagram. So let's go ahead and end our TikTok stream. We're going to open up Instagram on the phone. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and get off TikTok. We're opening up Instagram. Here it works to say more frozen fast space appreciate bottom back. Here, we'll go live on Instagram. I haven't been live on here in forever. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how this goes, man. I'm not even gonna pay attention to that chat. Anyway, yeah, I think I want to make something. I want to start making pieces that are a little bit more easy to transition to different avenues. So right now I have like this big face urchin that I'm doing, like this one. So I got this big one, this pink one. And I think this one is like super branded. Like this is like perfect for a brand image. When I look at this, I think of like Bape. I think of like Johnny Cupcake. I think of just like something that's solidified, a solidified brand. What I want to do with this, what I need to do with this is I need to black it out or white it out. Is this the original file? Yeah, I need to white it out actually. I need an all white. Oops. I need an all white and I need an all black with no details. Actually, it's off white. It's super clean. I kind of like that. I kind of like that with the little bit of halftone accent. That's kind of nice. Let's see if we could change that. That's hard. That's hard. I think these pieces could be, I don't know what I could do with this. I think as of right now, it's more of an art piece than it is anything else. I like how there's no real symmetry to it. It doesn't feel like forced. Hey, what's up? Am I coming to Anime NYC 2025? I am. I will be at Anime NYC 2025. I'll be at MomoCon, DreamCon, Anime NYC. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're streaming right now on YouTube. It's my first time trying to stream on something different. Because I don't really like how TikTok was playing, man. And I was really focused on YouTube earlier this year, and I want to see if I could just make that. Oh, that's clean. I like that a lot. I want to see if I could just finally make that transition. Like we're full time on YouTube. Yeah, we're full time on YouTube. I have about 76,000 followers on TikTok, but it's whatever. I don't think I can go back. Like whatever that appeal was, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't really have an appeal for it when I had it, just because my experience was so trash on TikTok. And I talked about it for a little bit, like just how it's treated on TikTok, just through the just through like all the nonsense I have to deal with on there. So how's the anime coming along? So let's get into TENPINZ, man. I made an announcement earlier this week about TENPINZ. Let me turn on. Can I make this light a little bit brighter? Let's make this a little bit brighter. So I made an announcement a little bit earlier this week about TENPINZ and how I am retiring this book. We are remaking the entire first volume. Essentially what happened was I became a #1 bestseller off of my rough draft copy of this book. I wasn't really expecting that, as far as like, oh, it's gonna, I didn't expect #1 bestseller. I expected it to sell. I expected it to do something, but not #1 bestseller. So this first copy allowed me to like talk to a lot more people in the anime industry, the manga publishing space. I have a lot of connections that are able to help me and want to help me refine what I have. This is like really our rough draft. It was my first time ever making a book. I put together the formats and stuff by myself. I got the barcodes by myself using a like a YouTube video, and I was on Google Docs like trying to figure it out. So redoing the book with the artist that did the cover, his name is Kumar and he's American. The artwork that we have inside the book, we're not going to use anymore. We're redoing the entire book. We're redoing the art. We're redoing some of the dialogue, some of the panels, and we're adding 50 pages from our other volume that we were going to make with that other artist. We already have those pages done and written out, so we're going to add those to this on top of like character bios. We're going to add some full color stuff. We're adding like a thank you page for the patrons. Can't talk. Patrons in the back. We're opening our Patreon back up. We're going to have some tiers where you can get drawn as a cameo in TENPINZ. So you'll be able to like see yourself in the book. Watercolor? Oh, that's dope. I love watercolor. Yeah. Shoot me a DM, bro. I'll definitely check out your work. I love watercolor. We could probably do like a cool print or something. But yeah, that's what we're doing with the book right now. As far as like what's next, once we have the book, we already have the access to major distribution. So the new book will be on Walmart, it'll be in Target, it'll be in Barnes and Nobles. And that will be like off rip. I don't have to do anything extra. I don't have to I don't have to do anything extra. I just know what to do at this point. The first time I did it though, I was like, man, how did I get into the store? Like, what am I supposed to do to get into a store? This is crazy. No one wants to tell. Now I know. And I hate to be that type of person, but I really can't sell sauce this year. Like I have always just given free game and sold sauce. I can't sell my sauce this year, man. It's just not appreciated. That shit is taken and abused and used, and people just do not appreciate it. So I'm not selling my sauce. I'm gonna use my sauce for myself, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm supposed to get this year. But new volume is gonna be crazy. We already got like some of it started. As far as like the anime, I know it's gonna take a lot longer to do the anime now. Now because we're redoing our book, now because we're changing our story a little bit, I know it's gonna take longer. We said what's going on in the YouTube chat. I don't know what they're doing over there. It's two people named Tom, and they're fighting to see who's the real Tom. I don't know what they're doing over there. But yeah, man, people were like, it's gonna be mid, the anime is gonna be trash. I had one of the top studios ready to animate for TENPINZ. I had one of my favorite animation studios ready to animate for TENPINZ. And it just wasn't time, man. It sucks. It sucks, but it wasn't time. And when it is time, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna be worth it. My biggest I think my biggest flaw as a person has always been my patience. And I'm trying to be extremely patient. He said, please don't send it to Korea. I don't know. Well, the studio I want to use isn't in Korea, so it'll be straight. But man, I had everything lined up like last year. Like this time last year, I had everything worked out. I knew who I was working with. I knew the people that I was going to put on the project. And it just wasn't the right time. Just wasn't the right time. But this year, I feel like is the right time. We're doing the prequel for the bowling manga with Belmo. He's the best bowler in the world. He's going to get his own book. We're doing a bowling convention. Like, I'm doing so many different things to branch out that are against what the normal industry standards are of creation, because I don't truly feel like I'm an anime manga someone said they would tickle you. I don't feel like I'm truly an anime or manga like creator. I think I'm an artist that made a manga. And I have an appreciation for the art. I have appreciation for like the culture that is built around anime and manga. But as an artist, you're supposed to always take the rules and you're supposed to break them. Me making the manga read left to right was such a like taboo thing that I did on purpose because I knew it was something that people would not stop talking about. Does that look goofy on the YouTube? Appreciate that. Thank you. But it's it was taboo for a lot of people that felt like I'm appropriating their culture of, oh, you're taking from Japanese culture. The crazy thing is the Japanese people, the people in Japan that like TENPINZ don't care. They don't care about none of that stuff. They don't care about this whatever imaginary standard is being held up to American mangaka. Like, they don't care about any of it. They just like the stories. Like, oh, if it's dope, like, yeah, we're gonna read it. Like, I have people that are reading in Japan. I have people that read in China. Me switching over to the Chinese TikTok, Red Note or Red Book or whatever it's called. I'm already making friends in China and they're reading TENPINZ. I'm like, oh yeah, I made a manga and I'm having them read TENPINZ. So I think it's really cool to kind of take the rules and make them what I want them to be. Say I didn't appropriate their manga culture. I don't think I did either. I honestly don't think I did either. Who in Japan is reading a bowling manga? Know what I mean? I mean, the only bowling manga they could read right now is mine. I'm not gonna say that. There's other bowling mangas, but the coolest bowling manga, the most popular bowling manga, is mine. TENPINZ is the only #1 best-selling bowling manga. Said, can I give you a shout out? I'm trying to buy the book. Shout out to Bingus Butt 575. What the heck kind of name is that? But yeah, it's a lot of like imaginary rules that don't really apply to anybody, and it's okay to break them. It's okay to break them. I like breaking the rules. I like being myself. I like being different, and I don't know why it's so hard to understand. Even when it came to making clothes, like I don't want to make the same clothes as everybody else. If everybody is taking screenshots of anime and putting them on a t-shirt, why would I do that? You know what I mean? Like even right now, I'm making my own. I'm in here. I'm making my own artwork, 100% original, and nobody can take away from it. Have I ever tried to do animation? Yeah, I know how to animate. I know how to do 2D animation, but I don't consider myself an animator. Animators are people who dedicate a lot of time and just have a really technical sense for art. Like it's almost like two different parts of your brain. It's really like math. It's really like math heavy. And I suck at math. So I was never going to be great at animation. I understand the concept of it though. If I was good at math, I could probably do animation. And when I talk to my friends that do animation, they're like, "Oh yeah, you just got to do these frames by this many seconds and split the frames by these many layers." Like, bro, you doing too much. I'm just trying to draw and make something move. Like that sounds like a headache. That sounds like a headache. I can't do it. But I personally, when it comes to art, I'm a pop artist. I follow artists like Andy Warhol, Keith Haring, Basquiat, Roy Lichtenstein, Takashi Murakami, Cause. So we got five. Call me. Bet. Cause. But I have a really heavy streetwear background, so I follow people like Johnny Cupcakes, Cause, the Hundreds, Nicky Diamonds. Who else? Who else was I into? Heavy into skate culture, Nike SB, Birdhouse, Element. Like all those things make up the type of artist I ended up becoming. Like those influences. I remember having a skateboard. I remember having a skateboard when I was like 9 and asking my mom to go to the skate park. Like I remember all that little stuff and busting my ass at the skate park. Little things like that, man, really they can define your future. They define who you are as a person, they define your future. And if you're a kid that has like a shitty upbringing, you're probably not going to have a very bright future unless you make it make it your own or somebody comes and saves you. I'm very I'm very focused on the reasons why I create and the reasons why I do things now versus what is going to make money, what is going to make things popular. Like I don't care about popularity, I don't care about money, I don't care about um what other people think is cool. And that's a hard thing to do as an artist. You have to be able to break that mindset and kind of free yourself from just the perception of what's cool, and if you're not doing what's cool, then you're not cool. You can make your own stuff and be cool. I really like this one. I think I'm going to. We're gonna move this new layer. I kind of like that. I think I want to maybe add some more texture to it too. Let's do like a different brush. Let's get a painting brush. Let's add like this stucco brush to it. So right now I'm just adding a little bit of texture for the highlights to make it pop a little bit more. Right now at this moment, nobody knows about Spikes and Smiles. Nobody knows about Spikes and Smiles. Nobody fucks with Spikes and Smiles. Nobody believes in Spikes and Smiles. But I can promise you by the end of this year, people are going to be rocking with Spikes and Smiles very hard. I can promise you 100%. And it's not just about the artwork. Someone said, are we allowed to swear? I don't know. I've never live streamed here on YouTube. I've never live streamed on YouTube, so I don't even know. But yeah, people are going to know about Spikes and Smiles very soon. It's going to be the thing that everybody wants. And I say that as somebody who has built things from the ground up. I know when I have something really good that just needs like one or two moments. It needs one or two moments to take it to that level. Because there's going to be people that are like, oh, well, it's kind of trash. It's kind of trash. We don't know if we don't know if we're rocking with that, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, if you were to really look at a lot of the things that become popular, they don't start popular. They don't start off popular. People are wearing Chrome Heart right now. Chrome Heart has been out since forever. Chrome Heart has been out since forever. The way people didn't like Ice Cream or BBC, like they used to hate on that, all that stuff is coming back. The way people didn't like Jinko jeans or big jeans at a point, all that stuff's coming back. It's crazy how this time around, there's multiple time periods of fashion at the same time. It doesn't exist where it's like, this is the one style that everybody's wearing and everybody's doing, and you have to do this style. We've got people wearing skinnies. We got people wearing the big jeans, oversized stuff. We got people wearing like Y2K stuff. We got people wearing super futuristic stuff. We got people wearing like the chrome heart stuff, which is almost like, if I were to take a time period, it's almost like medieval. There's so many like facets of art and fashion happening at the same time, and there's no way to, if you're lame in this time period, there's just I don't know, bruh. I don't know. If you can't put it on in this time period, I really don't know what to tell you. Then you got out right now for you to be outside looking lame. Even if you do your own thing, you could build your own sauce, bruh. You could switch your sauce up every day. Like today, I want to dress like I'm in the 70s. I got some flare bottoms. I got a silky shirt on today, and then the next day, I got on a shiesty and fucking some Pumas. Pumas, Asics are popular. New Balance, Asics. Like, there's literally not a piece of unpopular clothing to wear right now. Ed Hardy came back. People are wearing Ed Hardy right now. And it's trickling down into every like piece, every branch of fashion. I watched it go from, oh, you're wearing big jeans, that's lame, to everybody wearing big jeans. At first, it was the stacked denim. Stacked denim was a big trend in like 2022. Stacked denim led to flare, which led to big jeans, which is leading to like a mixture of all three. So now you've got the fitted flares, you've got the big oversized flares. Everything is mixing up. So there's no reason you can't find something that is resonating with you. The baggy jeans are 100% back. They're stacking, like they're doing so much stuff. Yep. Jabot jeans, all that stuff. All of it. Fubu is I've seen a couple people wear Fubu. Rockaware's had a little bit of stuff come back. And what I'm seeing is we went from 70s, 80s, 90s real quick. We're transitioning into the 2000s right now. Fubu definitely coming back. He said I waited 20 years. Fubu is coming back. All the stuff from the 2000s coming back. I don't want to give away my sauce. I don't want to give away my sauce. I went and got some ice cream, some Pharrell ice cream shoes, the board flip 2s. I had 3 pairs of board flip 2s when I was in high school. The board flip 2s, the ones that I had that I want, they're $400 on Depop. I got these board flips for $50 at Foot Locker. Nobody was wearing them. Nobody wanted them. I seen Reebok pumps come back. I seen somebody's gonna pull out them G Unit shoes for sure. Someone's pulling the G Unit shoes out. Somebody's gotta pull out the S dots. All that stuff's coming back. I guarantee you this summer I'm gonna see somebody with the thick double cut strap beaters. They're gonna have the G Unit beater on. Not you bought the S cars. Yes, that's crazy. That's crazy. See, I know, man. I can see it. I can sense it. I can sense when something is about to happen. I'm over here looking for Bape right now. I'm trying to get some vintage Bape. And it's a little bit of stuff out there. I don't really want the new Bape. Because I'll never pay for new Bape. New Bape is crazy. New Bape is like $100 a shirt. And I'll never pay for new Bape because of this story. I was listening to somebody's podcast. I don't remember who was talking about it. Somebody's podcast, and they were talking to Nigo. And they were talking to like the Bape stores or whatever. And they're like, yeah, He said, "Yeah, we actually we own the companies that make the bootleg vape. We own the companies that make the bootleg vape. So you're not even getting fake vape. You're getting vape on a slightly lower quality garment. So the real vape will say for a t-shirt, from the real vape, you're going to get 100% cotton. It's probably going to be heavy knit. It's probably going to be um like maybe 320 GSM, which is like the weight, versus your bootleg vape, which you're paying half price for, you're going to get half the weight. It's the same factory, it's the same prints, it's the same tags. Like your tag is going to be real. The vape tag is going to be official. But the weight of your shirt is going to be a little less. They said he made like $10 million selling counterfeits of his own brand. And I was like, bro, that is the smartest thing I ever heard in my life. That is like genius. That is so smart. Cause it's like, people are gonna steal your stuff. Why not eliminate that competition? Why not eliminate that competition and do it yourself? Like, that's hella smart. And I wish, like, Namiware has some fakes out there. There's definitely some Namiware fakes out there that sell the Naruto puffer jacket and all that for like $65. If I had known this information ahead of time, like in the beginning of building this, I would have made a whole fake side business and sold my same Namiware stuff. I would have sold it for at cost, maybe 10. I think when I started, a t-shirt was $13 to make, and this was still like selling pretty low end. I was selling the shirts for like 25. So a $12 profit on a t-shirt is not bad. But if I were to think about it in the way that Bape runs their business, I would have taken that $12 shirt, I would have sold it for 40 on my real site. On the bootleg site, I would have sold it for 20, 22, and I would have profited $10 for the fake version, the fake real version. And it's weird, man. People will go out of their way if it's cheap. If it's cheap and it has like that appeal, if it has that brand name, people will go out of their way to spend more money on the fake stuff. They'll spend the same amount of money that they're going to spend on the real thing. And it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. And if they get the fake thing, if they get the bootleg and it's good quality, they're going to be like, oh, what the heck? I'll never go buy the real version. And now you got them locked into that system of, that's my bootleg client. This is my higher end client. It's the same with selling art. They say if you want to sell art, you have to diversify your products. Right now with Spikes and Smiles, I got stickers, I've got prints, I've got original artwork, I've got t-shirts. From the bottom, from the base of Spikes and Smiles, the lowest cost item is $1. My highest cost item on Spikes and Smiles right now is $125. But the in-between is very like diverse with product and with price. So you could look at an art print. You might see an art print from me for $20, but it's going to be an art print like this. This is a $20 art print. This is a big ass sticker. But I could say Let me step up the quality of my ink. Let me step up the quality of my paper. Let me do a bigger size. Now I have an art print that is like 4 times the size of that on premium fine art paper, limited. Then I get these prints and I'm embellishing them myself. I'm doing my own painting on top of the print. I'm also signing it. I'm also putting a seal on it. I'm also getting a certificate of authenticity. Like, all those things change the price of your product. And I told people I'm not giving my sauce. I'm giving some sauce right now for anybody that's watching. But all those things raise the price of the product. That new print with all that extra stuff that I did, that's a $250 print. So I just raised it 10 times the price doing those things. And I don't know why I'm losing my voice, but it is what it is. But that's what I'm talking about, man. You gotta like lock in, tap in with your brain, tap in with like, what is going to make my art stand out? What is going to make me different this year? And how can I serve an audience versus siphon from an audience? My objective with Spice and Smiles is to serve an audience. The audience is very specific. It's very, very specific to me. And I know who my demographic is. I know who my customer base is. It's people like me. It's people like me. So yeah. I'm excited to show y'all more. I've already done like 300 pieces of art. This year I'm locking in. I want to do 1,000 pieces of art, 1,000 pieces of new art this year. That's, I don't know how many a day. That's a lot, but that's my goal. But man, this is crazy. I'm really streaming on YouTube. I'm really streaming on YouTube right now. They said they can't hear me on YouTube. But man, this is crazy. I'm really streaming. I can hear perfectly fine. Oh. But yeah, guys, if you are new here, if you like this type of content, this is my podcast, art, drawing, talk show, Draw with Dom. I do this here on YouTube. This is episode 13. So I've been doing it for a little bit. We're on episode 13. I don't know if I'm going to take this from a weekly to a daily thing yet. My goal is to get monetized on YouTube, so it might end up becoming like every other day I'm dropping a art talk. I think next time I do this, I'm going to come with a little bit more prepared as far as what I want to talk about, what I want to draw. So I'm probably going to do some sketches and see what we could cook up, or if you guys want to give me suggestions like in the comments of this video, that would be dope. But that has been another episode of Draw with Dom on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will see you next time. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And I'll talk to you again soon.